In this video, what you're being asked to do is to identify units and determine what measurement is involved when you're looking at a specific unit. This is important because when we get into problems in chemistry, you need to know what measurement we're talking about. And then it asks you to go further in order to identify whether or not those units are metric or SI. So for the first example, it tells you have kilometers. Well, I know that kilometers are a measurement or a unit of the measurement length. Alright, and if you look at the table that I gave you on page 2 for metric or SI units, the units for length, the metric units are meters, and the SI units for length are meters as well. And therefore, I'm not going to highlight this, okay, because it's not SI and it's not metric. That doesn't mean that it's not a valid measurement, a valid unit for length. However, it's just not SI or metric. For Celsius, Celsius is a unit for the measurement of temperature. Alright, and if you look at your table, for metric, the units for temperature are degrees Celsius, and so I'm going to actually circle this because this is metric. Interestingly, the SI unit for temperature is Kelvin, which is something that we'll look at later this year. For the next problem, I'm told milliliters. So if you have, let's say, 5 milliliters of something, you will know that I'm actually measuring volume. And that's with liquids, you're measuring the volume for the most part in this class. So milliliters, if you look at the metric and SI units for the measurement of volume, it is liters and cubic meters. So I will not be circling this because this is not metric or SI. Minutes, if I have the units minutes, I'm talking about a measurement of time. However, the SI and metric units for time are both seconds, so I'm not going to highlight this. The last one is milligrams. Well, grams, I know, are a unit of mass, the amount of matter that a substance contains. And for mass, the metric units are grams and the SI units are kilograms. Now, the interesting thing for you to know, for some reason students have a really hard time with this concept, but when we're talking about milliliters, when we're talking about volume in general, we are talking about the measurement of a liquid. And so we'll be pouring that substance. When we're talking about milligrams, or just grams, then we're going to be using our electric scale, and that's going to be used when we're dealing with a substance that is a solid. Alright, so this is just a nice review of all your different units of measurement which we'll be using throughout this year.